Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a casual get ready with me. I have hauled some new makeup. This is not like brand new launches, but new to me makeup that I have been playing with for a bit. I've got the new Armani Skin Tint when I went in store to pick up the Armani Fluid Sheer. So got a couple Armani products. I finally picked up the DIOR Rosy Glow blush as well as the cream blush that they launched a while back. I'm a little bit obsessed with this color, so we're going to be using the DIOR blushes. And then I did pick up one of the Mario. These are the matte eye creams by Makeup by Mario. I had so many of you reach out to me telling me if I love the Armani eye tints that I'm gonna go gaga for these. So we're gonna be using my favorite combo for a quick and easy eye look. So this is just a casual get ready with me. I have another beautiful clean girl aesthetic perfume that I can't wait to tell you about. And then when I was filming, I had a package delivered from Quince. So I've got a couple pieces that I want to show you. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using some new makeup that I hauled recently, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, good morning everyone. I am going to do a little casual get ready with you. I have hauled some new makeup and I'm excited to use this on camera because I have been really loving some of these products, and I did pick up the new Armani Skin Tint. This is Long Wear and Care. That is what it is called. This is the new packaging. I love a little easy skin tint in a tube, especially when I am traveling. And I ended up picking this up in the shade L2. And L2 is described as for light skin with neutral pink undertone. And this is what the shade looks like. It is a pretty darn good match, I must say. And the texture of this tint is very light, like it just glides on like silk on the skin. And here is a swatch right here. And what I have been doing is literally putting this on with my fingertips, and then I will buff it in just a bit. But it is just such a thin texture. As I said, I've been loving skin tints, and I wanted to give this one a try when I was buying a little liquid sheer. So ended up getting that because I didn't even know it had launched, to be honest with you. So this is a 24-hour skin tint that instantly plumps, smooths, and illuminates skin, delivering buildable coverage in a lightweight texture and glowing finish. This includes vitamin C that's going to target dullness and brighten the skin and illuminate the complexion. It also has niacinamide, which is going to visibly even tone and smooth texture, as well as hyaluronic acid that's going to provide hydration and plump and smooth the skin. Now this is what this looks like. Again, this is a sheer coverage, but this wears super well throughout the day, and as it settles on the skin, it looks like skin, but it sort of blurs imperfections. And again, I've just been really enjoying these sort of lightweight skin tints for the summer months. I'm sure as we get into the cooler weather, I may gravitate more towards my medium foundations, but I've just been loving the summer months. I'm eking it out for as long as possible. And then for concealer and extra coverage, I did get the RMS Beauty. Let's see if this will focus in right here. This is the Revitalize Hydra Concealer Corrector, and this is incredible. I absolutely love RMS Beauty. I think they have such beautiful products. And what I like about this is it actually comes with just a little brush here. And I did the shade Cool Neutral 10 is what I picked out. So this provides you with amazing, that's already too much just to tell you. This, a little goes a long way, but this is amazing. And I like to come in here where I'm dark. I'm gonna actually put a little bit on my eyelids and over here. And then honestly, I can put a little bit more, like we have the skin tint, and then I will put just a little bit more of this where I need it. And again, this one has some coverage. It's going to blend out kind of flawlessly. And then I'm taking the Nikki La Rose. This one's the number 14 brush. And I'm just going to kind of air brush this concealer around my face here. I'm hoping you can see on camera, but it literally like brightens up the bags, but it is just such a good texture. And then it sort of just melts into the skin and looks like skin. So I am loving this RMS Beauty Hydra Concealer. I've just been loving everything I have gotten from RMS Beauty lately. And when I was shopping at Sephora, I literally had a little fun. I finally picked up the DIOR Backstage, these Rosy Glow blushes that I love, love, love. And I ended up picking it up in one of the new colors in Toffee, and I have to tell you, I am a little bit obsessed. I know this doesn't look like much in the pan, but it might be my like ultimate favorite blush ever. It's a nude beige shade, but it really looks so fabulous on the skin. And then I ended up going ahead and picking up one of the cream blush sticks that I had not picked up yet. And I ended up picking this one up in Toffee as well. Just went ahead and did that. And then I was influenced to buy the Fluid Sheer in number 11 by that pretty Ashley Page. If you don't watch her, she pretty much makes you want to buy everything. But she uses this liquid sheer as her bronzer, blush, and highlighter all in one. It is so pretty. I am not exactly sure how I want to do this because I want you to see all the different blush colors. What we'll do first is let's go ahead and put on a little bit of cream bronzer. And I'm going to be using my Mario, the SoftSculpt Skin Enhancer in my light to medium. Freaking love this stuff. And then I did pick up, I had so many people tell me I've got to try these are their cream eyeshadows because I have been using my Armani eye tints pretty much all summer long just for that one and done look. And you were like, oh my gosh, you have to give these a try. And I ended up picking it up in Mauve, and we'll play with that in a minute, but heads up, I already want to buy a few more colors. So if that gives you any indication on how I feel about them. So I am going to first just kind of come in with my Heavenly Complexion brush, stick this in the Mario cream bronzer, and I'm using it in the shade light medium, and I'm just going to bring this from my forehead, kind of go over here, just warming up the skin. And my daughter is going to be coming into town, and she was like, you need to go buy the Mario contour. She wants that so she can steal it. So I gotta be careful. But anyways, I have been wanting to actually buy the Mario eye palette forever, even though I don't really use eye palettes that much. So let me know if that is something you would be interested in seeing, or if I have missed the boat on that. You all own it. Just having a little bit of fun. Everything I have bought by Makeup by Mario has been amazing, and this is just so easy to use. I love it, and I'm just kind of warming up my skin here. And then what I'll do is I'm going to use this on one cheek just to show you how it looks. Like, you can use this as your blusher here. It's so pretty. I swear I've had number 11 before. This is a product that I have bought many times. I loved these little shears, and these are very versatile. So you can also use a pump of this in your foundation to give you that lit from within glow. But this particular color is just a really pretty blush color here. It's really pretty. And I have been wearing this just as my blush and just kind of patting that on. I don't know which one I love better, my new DIOR blush or this. This is kind of a hard call. They're kind of different, I would say, but I do love the Rosy Glow blushes from Mario. So this is the side with the Armani right here. And it just gives you sort of this bronzy blush and highlighter all in one. It really does kind of mesh into the skin, and I think this is just maybe a really good color for my skin tone. So this is the Armani Sheer Tint, and been loving this for quick, easy makeup, kind of one and done. I've even just put this on my eyes before, a little lip gloss, mascara, and kind of out the door. Okay, next I'm gonna put on this Rosy Glow in Toffee. Love, 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 but I do have to give a shout out. Another blush that I picked up from Hourglass. I was picking up another one of the Curator eye quads. I really love them. I know some people said they were meh. I think they're amazing. So I did pick up the Modernist that many of you wanted. Today we're going to use the Mario, but I will do another video. But when I was buying that, I ended up picking up another blush from Hourglass, and you guys, this one is so freaking beautiful. It is called Sublime Flush, and it is so pretty. Maybe I'll put it on top of this one, but literally I traveled with this one. I just think it gives you the prettiest look. I believe it's sort of like pink and lilac here. It is gorgeous. I have lots of things to catch up on. I have been busy working on extra bonus recipes for my upcoming Blissfully Fed beauty detox. I would love to personally invite all of you to join. We're gonna have such a good season. Big believer in beauty from the inside out, but as you know, I love all my makeup goodies and such. But anyways, so I feel a little bit behind because I have been in the kitchen doing a bunch of fun creations, and then I want to show you this DIOR Rosy Glow. It is so pretty. I really love this toffee color because it is not too meh. At least on my skin tone, I feel like it just gives me a soft wash of color, but that it definitely livens up my complexion. And I am so glad I picked this up. So pretty right here. That is the Rosy Glow blush in Toffee. So highly, highly recommend that, especially if you are my skin twin. This might be a perfect blush for us. And then as far as this stick, this one has a little bit more. Let me show you. It almost has kind of a little bit of shimmer in it. It is really, really pretty, don't get me wrong, but I prefer, like if I was going to pick between this or this, I will say it really smells good though. I don't know, it almost smells like vanilla to me. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but what I'm doing is I'm gonna put a little bit of this on top of this powder here just to show you. See how it's got a little bit more glisten to it. This one almost seemed a little bit more highlighty than blush, and I'm realizing I also picked up a Charlotte Tilbury, one of her Unreal blushes. So clearly we need to be doing a little blush kind of battle of the blushes, because I have decided that blush is my new kryptonite, that as I'm aging, blush is what I need to use on my face. It just livens up my complexion. I feel like it makes me look and feel a little bit more radiant, I hope. So anyways, let me go ahead. I might top this side with a little bit of my Hourglass because I love it so much. It is so pretty. I know it may not give you the exact color, but it is such a pretty pink lilac. This is Sublime Flush. Okay, so this is the Armani side. Generally, I'm just wearing this by itself, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of the Sublime Flush on top, and again, I will use this in another video because Hourglass blushes are sort of hard to swatch because they have all these different colors in them. So you're not getting the exact look of what it is by itself, but it is gorgeous. So I've definitely been having like fun with Hourglass, makeup by Mario, and definitely love my Armani. Okay, clearly I'm having a little bit of fun with blush, and again, I absolutely love this Nikki La Rose, her number 15 brush, one of my favorites. So okay, then for an easy one and done I have like a favorite little combo I have been using. So I first of all picked this up in Mauve. I was debating between taupe or mauve, and I think I also liked sandstone. I'm thinking of going into Sephora today to take a peek, but I absolutely love this shade in Mauve. It works really well with my hazel eyes. This is more like a moussey texture. They are super easy to use, so you're just gonna put a little bit of this on your eyes just like this. It is a matte shadow, so unlike some of the Armani tints, they have matte ones as well, but this one, that texture of the Armani eye tint is very like thin and watery, whereas this is like a little bit more moussey, and I don't know if you can tell, but you have time to play with it, but it just is so easy to use. Like this is Insta makeup, and if you feel like you're not good at eye makeup, this could be your dream shadow because it's just gonna give you a little hint of color. They're so easy to use, and I love this little mauve tone here. It's not too purpley. It just gives you this really nice matte look on the eyes, but it's not flat. So it's not a flat matte. Sometimes matte shadows, I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like they are what I need to wear on my more mature eyes, and other times I feel like they actually age them a little bit. I don't know, it depends on the formula. But these are so cool. I really, really love this cream eyeshadow. So again, you can kind of place it where you want. This is what I'd probably leave right here, but you can build it up a little bit if you want. And again, it's just like a dreamy, creamy mousse is what I would call it. Just a really easy shadow to use. It dries down to a powder and then it also stays in place all day long. Like this is going to stay on. So that would be like my 5-second makeup. You're just going to slap this on. And then what I have been doing, I've been using the MAUVE for a little bit of definition. I'm just going slightly above my crease here. I have a little bit more hooded eyes. And I'm using a the Rowan Everything eye brush. I love that one for like cream shadows and such. And then the perfect combo is using my Chanel Stilo Ya waterproof eyeliner in Cassis, which is a mulberry color. And this is the combo. The mauve with the mulberry is like my perfect easy eye look. And I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to come close to my lash line. And bam. I love the mulberry color, the Cassis with the mauve. It is such an easy eye look, but I feel like I get a lot of impact between the mauve and the Cassis, especially if you're somebody who has hazel green eyes. I feel like that combo works really well. As usual, love to hear from you. Let me know what colors you have in these Mario cream shadows. They are really incredible. And then I just dived in. I'm going to put on mascara. I'm using my Victoria Beckham. This is her Vast Lash. And I'm going to quickly put that on and we will then have fun with a lippy. Okay, super simple eye. Really love those Mario cream shadows. Okay, then for lips, I'm going to pop on one of my favorite lip glosses from Sarah Creel. As many of you know, I love so many of her products. Face Flex is probably like my favorite foundation ever. And this one is in My Pleasure. And it is such a good color. I love it so much. I love the feeling of these glosses. Pretty much love everything about it. And then I'm excited because I saw online that Farah Almadi is launching lip products. I believe lip glosses. I think they're launching maybe tomorrow. But I'm super excited about that launch. And then I have, of course, heard all the buzz on the Louis Vuitton launch. Those prices are crazy, I will admit, much more than what I was expecting. So kind of been having fun seeing all the commentary on that launch. And then I am coming in with my little Kosas, my favorite powder here. And this one's in Candy, but this is just gonna kind of set everything here. I actually didn't even really feel like I needed powder. That's what I would say about that Armani tint. For those of you that don't like too glowy of a tint, that one is not. It's very hydrating. It's just going to be, again, light coverage, but I do feel like it evens out my skin tone. So that's what I'm saying. When I first put it on, I'm like, oh, it doesn't have a ton of coverage. But once it kind of settles into the skin, I feel like it gives me like a little bit of an airbrushed look. And again, I went in with that RMS Beauty concealer, which does have a lot of coverage. It is fantastic. So that product I definitely love. I'm going to set with my Kosas Cloud Set mist, and I tried to curl my hair and it kind of got a little wonky, so we're gonna spritz a little bit of this on the hair too. This is always the product that fixes all of the flyaways and such, but if I kind of messed up, I feel like this gives me like a little bit of freshness on the hair. Over here kind of had a little, I don't know, you guys, I am not good at curling my hair whatsoever, but I was trying to kind of pull it down to get that wavy look, but you know what? I'm gonna just continue to try. I got a little bit of a funky kind of wave there, but I'm just gonna keep on trying. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Okay, then for perfume of the day, I have the beautiful Maison D'Etto. And if you are looking for a clean, aromatic, fougere scent that is going to feel like a little hug, this is Noisette. So this is my first Maison D'Etto scent. Every time I go to LA, I love to go to the Brentwood Country Mart, and there's a store there that sells all of these, and I have just been so intrigued by this brand for a while. I love the aesthetics of it, and if you go on their website, it is very much you know, there's horses and hay, and like it's sort of like inspired by the polo fields. Very interesting scents, and it's funny because I like so many of them that I've had a hard time picking just one. But Noisette is sort of your, what I'm saying, my white t-shirt scent. You can dress this up, you can dress this down. It is such a beautiful, I want to say, like, this is definitely clean girl aesthetic scent. If I had had this when I created, you know, my clean girl aesthetic video, I would have definitely included this scent in it. Let me go ahead and put some of this on. It has a good sprayer here, so beautiful, and oh, it's so good. This is a very clean lavender musk scent. That's how I would probably describe it. It's got a beautiful touch of magnolia flower that I love. That's something that just brings back good memories for me. So magnolia flower, musk. It's got orris concrete, so it's got that slight earthy orris butter note in here. French lavender oil, so you definitely need to like lavender. There's this spa-like quality to it from the lavender. Ambrette seed, that's another one that I feel like gives off a very clean and comforting note in perfumes, and then it has lavender absolute. So this, to me, again, I'm wearing my white tee today, have my most comfy jeans on, and this is just the best spa-like, fresh, clean, musky scent. Really, really love this one. This also works fantastic in warmer weather as well because it keeps you feeling fresh and clean throughout the day. I will get different little wafts throughout the day, and I'm like, oh, it just smells like that really good, comforting kind of sun-drenched laundry, like your laundry has been dried outside in the sun, but it has that clean feeling to it. It is just very comforting. I think it's such a beautiful scent, and again, I love the aesthetics of this brand. So let me know if you have tried Maison D'Etto, what your favorites are, but I would highly recommend this for anyone who is looking for that aromatic, clean scent. You love those kind of clean girl aesthetic scents. This is going to be your niche version. It is gorgeous. Okay, real quick, I just got a little Quince order. I know we're not quite ready for sweaters, but I always am. And I picked up two sweaters, the same ones. These are the oversized boyfriend cashmere sweater from Quince. I had not tried that style, and I'm definitely having a brown moment. I've been into the beautiful earthy brown tones here. Ooh, I heard this was one of the best cashmere sweaters on Quince. I have to tell you, I got the Luxe cashmere from there that literally was the best sweater ever. And then I heard this was a close second. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I wish you were here. So literally the quality of this is so freaking soft. And then you all have to let me know, do you think that I can rock this soft brown shade here? I kind of already love it, and I did go ahead and buy this in an extra small because the reviews did say it is an oversized sweater already. So in Quince, definitely I generally buy the extra smalls depending on the fit of the sweater, but if it's oversized, I have noticed that their sizing, you know, it will legitimately be oversized. So buy true to size. So I'm already in love with that sweater. And then I ended up buying it in oatmeal. Ooh, as well, because I knew I would be a little oatmeal lover. And ooh, you guys, this just feels so soft. Here we go. We're doing a little color analysis here. Here is the oatmeal shade, just like that. And then we've got this brown tone here. So beautiful. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, basically I was matched to being a soft summer. And then I had many of you tell me that you thought I was a warm toned gal. And I did another color analysis and they said I was a soft autumn with a cool overtone that makes sense, and basically said that I can play in the realm of a soft summer as well as a soft autumn. Those two palettes are actually very similar. The soft autumn's a teeny bit warm, but just like a slight warm. That's what they said, is like you just have a slight warm undertone with a cool overtone, and then the soft summer is cool toned, but again, it's on that soft and muted shade range. So anyhow, I have been embracing some of those kind of mossy greens and more brown earth tones just a little bit. And I'm kind of obsessed with this sweater. Let's go ahead, pop this on real quick. Ooh. Okay, you guys know I am a cashmere girly, and I have to tell you right off the bat, this is amazing quality. And I have to tell you, this is amazing quality. Like, I literally wish you could come here and touch it. Come up real quick, but just want to show you where it lands. Definitely over. And then we'll just pop on the oatmeal real quick. I love any little oatmeal sweaters, honestly. Now, this is a little bit darker of an oatmeal color. I thought it might be a little bit more in that creamy oatmeal. This one is oatmeal that has like some cinnamon mixed in it. But this is the oatmeal shade, and honestly I think these colors both are kind of in this neutral zone as far as browns and oatmeals. Like, this isn't like the warmest brown out there. I would say more neutral. And although it is still summer and I love summer, I am looking forward to sweater weather again. So those just got delivered, so thought I would pop them on real quick. And this is my casual look using some products I have hauled lately that I've really been enjoying. As usual, I love to hear from you. If you have picked up any of those Makeup by Mario eye shadows, let me know what your favorite colors are. Definitely love the Armani tint. I have been playing with that for a while. If you are a tint girl, I think you might want to check that one out. It really leaves a beautiful finish that is not too dewy. The RMS Beauty Hydra Concealer is an absolute yes, especially if you have more mature eyes. The DIOR Toffee blush is an absolute yes. If you are my skin twin, you definitely need to check that out. And as usual, I will be doing another video playing with some more of the products that I showed you today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.